Yes.
Right. All right.
All right. There we go. There we go.
Hold up. Don't start yet. I'm gonna do something a little different.
I need to make another beat. Y'all ready?
All right. All right. Yeah, I did what I had to do
There you go.
just now. But
Yeah, that don't ain't gonna work out no better than that.
oh, it ended right, right. Look at that right there. Hey,
Hey.
hey, hey.
Yo, I thought, Lance, I thought your background was a chalkboard with writing on it. I was like, I got to get my shit together. That Simpsons chalkboard that Bart always be writing on.
Oh no, it will be next week.
Hey, man, we on that real university over here. Right.
Now that you've mentioned it, it will be next week.
Yo, man, you know what? While we got the faculty present, and this is probably not even necessary. First, I want to thank y'all. That's necessary. But how's the sound? You know, man, because I just, everybody talk, everybody jump in, man. I just want to make sure everything is like
It sounds different on your side slightly.
okay.
Yeah, it sounds like you're low, but we can hear you fine.
You know what? I got the solution, and that's why I asked the question. Watch
Yeah.
this. Watch this. Keep watch this. It's only gonna take me a second.
That picture makes it funnier.
I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, man, he's really committed to this afro. I was like, well, obviously. And it was like, has it changed? I was like, I don't know if it changed. Like, man, I think it's gotten bigger. I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's always been like that since I've known him.
Hey man, it goes through phases. Man, it goes through like I was looking at old photos for no reason. And I was like, man, it was fuller like a year ago. And I think the pandemic just took a little life out of it. Like bro had COVID or something, man, and now it's like.
Oh, I know what it is, Mike. Is when you're looking at your microphone, does it say blue in front of you?
Yeah.
Tilt it back. Okay, now talk.
Do you mean tilted like toward the screen or toward myself?
On the back of your mic, look for the directional thing.
Oh yeah, right.
And put it at that one, because that'll give you the most noise coming out that front of the mic.
But wait, which one? Because there's a gain button on top, and then there's a pattern button on the bottom.
The pattern.
Okay, so which pattern do you put it on?
You want the big booty, not the titties, not the infinity, and not the circle.
Oh, right here.
And now tilt it back. Now tilt it towards the screen.
Something like that.
Yep, that's it right there.
It changed.
Yeah, and you can turn your gain up maybe a little bit. And that should be what's the name? Because it's just the way the audio feeds into the mic.
Right. How do I sound now? I think I changed something.
Yeah. Your sounds crispy as hell right now.
Yo, now what about it? How do it sound now?
It sounds great on my side, Lance. What does it sound like for you?
What it sound like right now?
It sounds fantastic.
Does it?
Yeah. So I think what it is like the sound, like it's like, do you want it to catch like this? Do you want it to catch like this? Or do you want it to catch like this? Is clearly all making sense to people listening.
No, absolutely. I wanted to catch this right here. Like, yeah, I wanted to catch that right there.
Yeah, you crispy now. You super crispy.
Okay, good. Damn it. Hey, man, you know what? I wanted to have this delay because the faculty wasn't even all here yet.
They coming, they here now.
You know, but since they here now, you know, hey, man, I don't know. Let's just jump into stuff, man, or do we got to, you know, because, do it.
There's only one thing left to do, man. Go on, set it up, man.
Okay, man. Yeah, you know what? I will because welcome everybody. Episode, listen to this, number 40, Black Tea University, baby. Special edition, we hit 40. Wow.
Man,
Mikey Winfield here. Keep talking. What's good? Who else is here?
Big 4-0, man. BT Kingsley, I guess I'm fully committed to saying it at the top, man.
You didn't say it last episode.
Oh, good job. Ooh.
Hey, Lance Woods was okay with saying his name in the front of the intros. And hey, man, and look, and this, hey, Mike, we can't even hold it because they tweeting and Instagramming us.
They are. Might as well let the people know, man. Big news coming right now. Can you do a share screen? Can you do a share screen for these people? Yeah, for the 40th, might as well drop this information to y'all for the first time ever.
Right.
Dropping that thing in 10, 9, 8 of them, 7 of them, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I knew if Lance didn't know how to do the share screen, this is gonna be anticlimactic, but you know, we tried.
I thought you was doing it.
Yeah.
I was waiting patiently. I
was like, oh, this about to be good. And then nothing.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Started from 10 and everything.
Let's start it from 5. I don't have the image. 5.
You don't have the image?
I have it, but I would have to airdrop it to my thing. It's not on my computer.
It's difficult, right? Damn it.
No.
This announcement's going on.
Anybody in the world, no matter where you at, make a trip. This will be Black Tea University collectively. Myself, Lance Woods. That's the incomparable Mikey Winfield. That's the amazing BT Kingsley. Doing our first live show at the Sacramento Punchline. That is July 2nd and July 3rd. 4 shows, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. Wow. Now, the interesting part is we have no idea how we're going to do the show.
I know, man. I love it.
Is it going to be straight? Are we all going to do just straight stand-up sets? Are we going to all be on stage together? Are we going to take questions? Are we going to juggle? Who knows?
It's going to be a mystery.
Yo, that's what's so exciting about it, man. Right?
Hey, all I know is we all going to be there. It's going to be great shows. We're going to have merch. We signing titties because that's what we do.
Yeah. For no other reason than that's what we do. Because that's what y'all act for.
And since I'm married, I'm only signing married titties. Yeah, you know, man, you gotta have boundaries. You gotta have boundaries in this, man. You know,
you got to.
All right.
I can't take them. They belong to somebody.
All right. I don't want to leave nobody out.
Y'all have no idea how close we was to calling this the married, single, and I don't know. The married, single, and mystery podcast.
And the Bible say, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing."
It's a fact.
So if she's married, I found a wife.
That's a good thing. She ain't gonna be calling you all the time, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Right.
That's a good thing. Hey,
Very single than a mystery.
I don't know if y'all ain't read the Bible yet, pick it up. There's some nice gems in there.
Yo, it sounds interesting. I'm due for a reread.
Re-up on my Bible. Married, single, and stay out of my business. Last I did that on stage the other day. I said, that's what I'm gonna start doing. When chicks like, so are you single? I'm like, uh-huh. What do you mean? I don't know. I'll change the subject. How you like cookies are great, ain't they?
Yeah. How about that?
Why you asking?
So I'm actually posting it right now. Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to post and talk at the same time, like two in depth. But the ticket, the link for tickets will be up in all of our bios, I'm sure. And it's Punchline. It's the website is punchlinesack.com.
Right, that's correct.
So wait, Punchline the tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m., correct?
Tickets are on sale now.
Are you sure? Because what I'm looking at says tomorrow 10 a.m. There's a countdown for it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Okay, cool. Everybody wait. If they are on sale now, don't buy them. Well, I don't know if that matters.
Because I know I seen them tag me or something, but I don't know why they would tag me in it if the tickets ain't on sale yet.
Yeah, it says on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay. I ain't even. You know what's crazy? I thought that countdown was to the show date. I didn't even look at that countdown.
Yeah, if we can move a fair amount of tickets right out the gate, that's gonna look and feel great.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: this show gonna sell out. That's not even up. That's not even like a question. We know that that's gonna happen, especially in SAC like that. Those tickets,
right.
Easily. We all sell out there individually, so this is gonna be ridiculous. And you know, this is the first one, so it should be home, man.
Hey, man, and I like what you said, Lance. We don't know. Look at this. You know, we gonna have to tap into relationships collectively. So this has to be portions of this has to be a collective experience because we are a collective. As we are here, you know. So yeah, man.
You know, we'll never
okay,
there's a bunch of different there it is.
That's me going through the process of trying to buy tickets online. Say tickets available in 22 hours, 33 minutes, and 48, 47, 46, 45 seconds. You muted.
Yo, BT, we can't hear you.
Anybody that's not in the that's in the faculty, just go look at the site like you was gonna buy tickets. To me, it's all this shit count. Just go look like, oh man, I was so ready. So they get like, man, hella people came to buy the tickets before they could even buy. Oh, look.
Yeah, man, damn it.
Yeah, all the shares, all that stuff is gonna mean the world. That'll mean us coming to your city. How fast these tickets move.
I'm excited too, man, because this is what I'll say. Like, I've been seeing BT's I've been seeing him tell jokes, like, you know, a little here and there in the last like month or two. And Lance, though, man, I ain't seen you on stage. And I don't remember. So that's a fun watch for me too. Like, you a fan of somebody, now you working with them.
Yeah, because the funny thing is, the only time I seen you on stage was to keep your distance set.
Right. Yeah,
and damn, that's the only time I seen BT on stage to keep your distance.
Yeah. And oddly enough, that's the only time that's the only time I saw you. I've seen Mike at like one other show, and that boy been cooking. So it's like, oh man. Humbly speaking, not humbly speaking. I'm very confident in saying that all three of us are monsters on stage. I'm very, very comfortable saying that, you know, stand up from the three gentlemen you looking at is a very, very, very solid show.
Yo, the thing is, most of the people there is gonna know us from that. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, that'd be great that the people that are meeting us here for the first time in this at the university to come see us on stage. I feel like they're gonna be blown away. You know, those that are already aware of us, when they show up, they like, oh yeah, this is regular business. And those people are great too, because I already got hit up about this too. And they were like, oh yeah, I'm introducing more of my friends to you. So that's the game. When your people bring in like, yo, you need to see this.
Is there anything more exciting than a girl telling you she's going to introduce you to more of her friends?
Oh man, I don't know if there is. Let's think. Is there something more exciting than that?
I don't know, man. That's pretty high up there.
That's really high. She said, yo, you know, you gotta meet cause she was like you too. No, this is the greatest, right? When you and a young lady have had some level of relations, and y'all both are cool enough to understand it's not gonna go further than this. Like y'all, something about y'all's chemistry, this is just kind of the cap on it. Yeah. But y'all stay cool. And then she introduced you to her homegirl. She said, yo, I think my friend might really like you. Oh man. Like I know we had our moment and you know that was just that, but I think you and her might really be able to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, big in love.
Yeah, like build together, like more, you know, like enhancing things together.
Yeah.
And that's you know, the perverted mind goes, I think she trying to set up a threesome.
Right. Oh, absolutely. That's the first thing your brain go to. That's the first thing that your brain go to. Like, well, clearly this is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, like this is obvious.
This is not up for question. This is clearly what you're trying to do. Oh, yeah, it's that and I love my homegirl has a like cousin, like the thick cousin that comes in town. Those are my
my homegirl got a thick cousin coming to town.
Where's she from?
She from like Alabama or something. Like I ain't never been to the big city. She gets walking. She got that walk. Oh,
the thick walk. Oh man.
I think your friend like me. Oh, like I do. Baby, you want some what you want to eat? Like she just, oh man, she only here for a few days. She'll never get time off work. She ain't never been on an airplane. I'm like,
man, the full experience.
Oh my goodness. She missed a tooth over here. I'm like, yeah.
You so purty.
You so pretty. her style on clothing is a little bit behind. I'm like, this my new. I got platinum FUBU for this trip.
She got on that 07.
Big ass Daffy Duck down her jeans and shit. Like, yeah.
Oh man.
She got on that 07.
Yo, she sound like fun, man. She sound like
that
sound like a really great intro, man.
That is like, my favorite, bro. I'd be like, yes, because that's all they do in the country. All they be doing in the country is fucking. That's all they do. That's all they be doing out there. They ain't got nothing better to do. I'm like, oh man, just cutting grass and fucking and cooking.
Man, hey, let me tell you this. We was just in Jackson, Mississippi 3 weeks ago. And our Lyft driver, you know, and this is maybe a month ago, but just don't change the story. You know, they masked up like this, right?
No, literally with their shirt. Oh, wait. You gonna help believing it.
Nah, that is hilarious though. Nah, she had an actual mask, but I ain't got one around. But you know, you can only see this.
Yeah.
Right. And why did she she got out the car for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And she got out the car, and I was like, yo, this and this body does not look like it makes sense for Jackson, Mississippi.
Wait, what was going on with her body?
Why didn't it?
It was incredible. I was like, yo, what? Wait a minute. This don't look Jackson, Mississippi-ish. But I couldn't fully tell, and I ain't trusted. So she followed me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And you be doing a lot in the lift.
Yo, I go to her page and I say, yo, you were the driver. I would have ordered this lift all the way to Sacramento. Fuck it, we in the car for 2 days. We're gonna get to know each other today. Or this trip. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
But no, she said she came down from Miami. Had no idea, but she lived there. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in Miami, but something happened in Miami. Something happened in Miami.
Wait a minute. So let me get this right. You're in a lift and the driver is thick as hell.
Yes.
In Mississippi.
Yes.
And she say she from Miami, nigga, something went totally wrong.
That's an unimaginable transition.
Something went totally wrong. You went to Dr. Miami and now you driving Lyft? Nigga, somebody.
Where? Hey, driving Lyft where?
In Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Yo. Somebody album didn't take off. She found some rapper she was dealing with, found out he was married. Something went awry.
Hey, hold on. No, I'm listening, but I'm trying to find because I'm gonna just show this to y'all.
Yo, that is hilarious, man. If yeah, because that setup, the sexy Lyft driver is hilarious.
All right. Yeah, look.
Yo, man.
I'm not trying to overstate it, but nigga.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me pull it up, man. Let me shit up.
And then and I love Jackson, Mississippi. I've never had a bad time in Jackson, Mississippi. And there are attractive women in Jackson, Mississippi, but she did not look like Jackson, Mississippi. She did not look like Jackson, Mississippi.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the hilarious one. I don't have a in the South in general and at Birmingham, Alabama. I would imagine Louisiana for sure, Texas for sure, Florida for sure, Georgia for sure, Tennessee for sure, North Carolina for sure. So I would imagine it's a bunch of fine women in that area. So Mississippi don't sound that far off to me. Mississippi don't sound that far off to me. Unless it's close to Memphis. No, I'm just playing. At this point in time, it's so funny. I watched a whole documentary about Memphis music, and I was like, I really do love Memphis. I just don't like my experiences taking L's at that kind of club.
I love Memphis, but for some reason, Memphis just don't love me.
Memphis do not love me back, bro. Memphis do not love me back.
Yo, you sending this or something?
Yes, I just found it.
Okay, right. Because, man, I'm trying to put together how the eyes, when you only see the eyes, and then you what in her eyes made you not expect the rest?
Okay. I'm really big on, I don't like to kind of, what's the word? Like hound women, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So a Lyft, she driving, I'm in the back seat. We're not making like this direct eye contact. So it's always quick. It's just quick this and then boom. You know what I mean? And I'll conversate with women, but I'm not big on like overly aggressively trying to
Pursuing.
force, conversation or whatnot. So yeah.
Because I know you see it in the rear view. Like they look in the rear view because I always sit on that other side. I don't sit behind them because I don't know. That's weird if I'm the only one in the car and I'm sitting right behind the driver.
I was sitting behind her, but me and Tony's in the lift because we had to go pick up a rental car.
That's different. You in there with somebody else. I'm saying if I'm alone, I wouldn't typically just sit behind the driver.
Really?
Yeah, me neither.
I never sit behind the driver. I always sit behind
the passenger seat.
Behind the passenger seat, yeah.
Yeah, that's my first choice seat. Unless, man, you ever get that driver that's like, hey, sit up front. You ever get that?
Once.
Yo, I get that regularly, and it'd be hard to say no. And I'm like, man, you know me. Sometimes I'm on chill, man. And people just want to talk. And I'm just sitting there, just like not talking, man, in the front seat now, feeling obligated to respond. Okay, no way.
Here's the problem. This photo definitely alludes to Jackson, Mississippi, though.
It does.
She took this in Jackson. I don't know where she was at when the rest of her was discovered, but this photo in the back, this is all of Jackson, Mississippi. Them nigga.
Oh, the picture on the wall.
Yeah.
Yo, man, let me start with one, because I don't know if y'all see what I see, but this is a very wholesome, God-fearing woman. And that's what I see, man, right here in photo one.
Oh, she wholesome.
Yeah. But then photo two.
Hey, listen. So,
hey,
Lance, I'm gonna put you on something, man. Nah, nigga, this look about right for Mississippi to me.
Not my Mississippi experience, but I'm listening. But I'm listening.
So, and mind you, that area, right? Because I was expecting like a more exotic, but this country, fresh press. I don't know if I'm gonna go AKA or Delta. Like, oh wait, well.
Yeah, they're still coming, BT.
Now this seems more self-aware. This seems like this is what they do in the South. What I've noticed is very often they'll take their there's not another way to say this, you guys. I am trying to find another way to say it, and I'm coming up with nothing. That's putting me back where it is, nigga. They'll take their fuck it, bro. Pick of the litter. There's not another way to describe it, dog. They'll take their pick of the litter of grandchildren or kids, and then they focus energy, and it's like an offer up, nigga. It's like so let's say okay, so let's say me and my wife have some kids, right? And then I have 4 or 5 kids, right? And then out of those 4 or 5 kids, everybody will be doing whatever they're doing. Normally out of that patch, let's say I have 3 girls. One of the girls is like maybe let's say the baby girl is like, yo, like
they invest all of their energy into making sure she's pretty.
Hey, she didn't get pregnant early. It's still the South. So like, oh, she got the good hair. It's still like they do it all right. They put her in debutantes and pageants. And then when you meet the parents, they be like, oh, you got to meet my daughter. And then when they bring her out to you, be like, oh, yeah, she look like this, nigga. She look just like that. And she just be all country and wholesome. You be like, oh, no, she lit.
So, man, look, what's the goal, though? Is the goal to make sure she's taken care of, or is the goal for her to meet Michael B. Jordan so the family's taken care of?
I say both. Say both, Mike.
Because that much of an investment you normally want to return.
I would want you to go out there to California and meet you one of those actors or those ball players.
Yes, you do. Or like, cause she might be like, let's say you're the star football player in your team and you might go pro. I'm saying football specifically because it's the South and it's Mississippi. It's like, you, nigga, I'll give you one better. Fuck it. We put names on it. Nigga, if you see this, you see this. I said what I said. Nigga, the first time I went to Washington, me and Nate decided we're gonna drive around the country. And we get to Washington, to Washington State. Let's be very clear. When the nigga tells me he's from Seattle and he lives in Washington State, I have an aesthetic in my mind, right? Nate country as fuck. Nate lives on like a few acres of land. His family has a house. They got a lake. They go fishing and fry the fish. It's very country, nigga. It's a little golf course over there. It's like it's a thing. They got to take care of land. They had a white slave at one time. There's a lot of shit going on. Dead ass. Lance, I'm not lying to you. They had a little white slave.
I know.
He into the land and lived in one second. So for Nate's birthday, they always have this big community like thing, right? They have this big community like birthday party for Nate, family barbecue, the Jackson family thing, because his family like into politics, whatever. His cool mom is super dope dad, whatever. And at this thing, I realized that Nate was the debutante chick, nigga.
Nah.
He's off in Hollywood doing the thing, and all the families come around and bring the daughters. Like, go down there and meet the Jackson boy. You know, he's on TV. Nate's like the debutante bitch, nigga. He's like the pick of the litter because Nate has all sisters, and all the sisters are married, and so on and so forth. Yeah. But it's the young the Jackson boys on TV down there in Hollywood doing this thing, nigga. And I was at the thing, and I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make stuff happen, and nigga, all the baddest chicks were kind of like, you know, because their parents were there. Well, my mom wants me to meet Nate. It's nigga, it was like a thing. I was like, it's like, yeah, you know the Jackson boy. Yeah, it's like all the parents were bringing their daughters to meet this nigga. It just felt like that. I could be totally mistaken. That's what the fuck it felt like. It felt like an auction off for this nigga birthday. Who's gonna have the Jackson baby? Now, mind you, this 5, 6, 7 years ago. This is before Young Rock. This is before the college tour. This is pre-Wild Out. This is before the nigga owns a comedy club up the street. Better go on down there and get with the Jackson boy.
So he was Prince Akeem, only in the PNW.
Prince Akeem to the mother, and that's how I be seeing the girls be like in the South. That I see all the time, bro. I'm a find. Can I find her? There's a chick I met in the area. She got like this same swag, just really soft on the eyes, just look like body all crazy, and just like, man, what is going on with you? Hold on, let me see if I can find her. Hold on, man. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, man. I think actually, man, all of these beautiful photos are wholesome. That's how I view them. They're very wholesome, safe photos, and it sounds like you had a great driver. Yeah, they're in your list.
Bro, the fact she's driving Uber, I don't know, man. I ain't meant to make it, bro. I ain't supposed to make it, man, because the thoughts that go through my mind are just not healthy, man.
Like you would like, yo, so look, no, BT, yo. Have you ever thought about it and be like, what would have to happen if I like had to like do DoorDash or something? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
See, man, I see where you coming at it from. Keep going, because go ahead.
No, I'm just curious because I know I'm like this in a lot of ways too. I'm like, nah, bro, I'll just figure out a different way. But I'm not like, no, I'm not doing that.
Hey, man, look, there's some people with like, yo, let's pick my dad for instance. So he buys a Tesla, and man, I think he got secret pockets of whatever. And he's like, shoot, you got to get down with this DoorDash. I do it. So he DoorDashes every day in a Tesla he's had for like a year, man. And I'm just like, yo. And man, we never really been able to figure him out like that. But yo, he just be on some different stuff, man. And he bragging too, man. He's like, oh yeah, I don't do it after 1 p.m. Like, okay.
I only deliver breakfast. Know me at the IHOP.
So man, you talking from the other side. You talking from the side where like, damn, all right, I just gotta figure something out. So you talking from that angle.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't be feeling like everybody's in that position. I just think people, like I know people who've driven Lyft, and I know to make it like full-time type money, you have to do it full-time.
Oh yeah.
So it's like you don't have a boss technically, but you like driving for.
Okay, so I just sent it.
9-10 hours.
I have nothing to show her aesthetics. Nothing that I can share with people. But when I tell you, like, that's the energy I'm getting from her. But when I tell you, like, dumb flat on the tummy, hips, yams.
And where's she at? Where's she at?
Somewhere out there in that goddamn area. She's somewhere over there, nigga. Alabama? It's in Alabama, Georgia, Jacksonville, like right on that in that area.
Not Jacksonville, Jackson, Mississippi.
Right.
Or
man, how, man, how do you just decide? How do you just decide, like, you know what? It's gonna be me and you for the rest of our lives.
That's why I ain't supposed to make it, bro. because there's a part of me that wants to have like I like chicks. How do I say this? Like I want to Amber Rose some chicks. Like, no, nobody kind of knew her. She messed with me. And now she's
you try to put some women on.
I love that.
I like keep going.
I love the mental aesthetic of that. I love the idea of that. I love like, oh yeah, yours, nigga. And then to the world, like she's just amazing. I love I love the idea of the position of amazing women around me doing amazing things.
Man, I appreciate that thought in the universe, man. I don't have anyone I could send, man. Like after y'all like sent these amazing, I feel like, damn, man, there's like,
Well, and I feel like we gotta acknowledge for the people listening, this might not have been as fun for y'all as it was for us.
let me give you a visual description. Because me and Lance both have a similar aesthetic on the women that like we prefer. Like aesthetically, I know personally, I like thick, sweet girls. Like you're hella cool and hella stacked. Those are like that's my jam. You just sweet as hell and fatted that out. Like it's like Jessica Rabbit, nigga. It's like I'm not a bad person. I'm just built this way. They just drew me like this. I don't know why. So like the women that we're looking at, nice, soft, healthy head of hair. They got a captain cheerleader, aka Delta-ish black college vibe. Nice on them cakes, nice on the legs, nice on the fun parts up top, and a nice little flat stomach. Really nice smiles, a lot of smiling. There's a lot of teeth. There's a lot of good Rembrandt, Menadent. That's it.
They were nice,
very nice teeth. Good baby hairs.
Question is that what you do? You think is that what y'all attract? Do you attract what you're into, or do you attract something else, but you would actually rather pursue that?
Let's go ahead.
I feel like I'll be attracting a little bit of everything, and what you attract changes the more the more you grow in name or finances or whatever the case is. It's like, oh, you kind of start to attract everybody. So,
So in that world, Lance, like I don't know, like let's say the paper's crazy. I like the idea of taking one of these and giving her a reason to be in Miami. Like if it don't go right, you might be back driving Lyft, baby girl. But it won't be my fault. This will be a choice all your own. You just went back to the nigga that worked at the barbershop, but you could have been.
Yo, he wasn't even a barber.
I told you that the tour's about to happen, and you was like, "Well, I gotta go home," you know.
He just worked at the barbershop.
No, he swept. He swept at the nigga that sleep at the. He got like a franchise, so he sweep at all the barbershops. You know what I mean? All the barbers tip him a little bit. He walk out about $60 each shop. The nigga doing all right. You know what I mean? And he drive Lyft part-time too. I'm over here shitting on Lyft like I ain't drive Lyft, nigga. Like in the back of my mind, I'll be like, don't you ever think I won't go back, nigga? Nigga, the Lyft Uber hustle was a hustle. That shit was great when it first came out.
And no, man, look, I ain't even done with the last part because I like kind, soft women as well. I've never attracted them. I've always attracted high-level temperaments that eventually go to violence. And man, like each and every woman started off not even kind. They started off cool, like, cool. And then it just, at some point, something from me, maybe, I don't know, that is, gets them to escalate.
Mikey dropping off that dick, nigga!
That's probably it. Yes.
Giving them that microphone!
And they go to violence. And there's been scary times walking out the grocery store. There's been times when I had to look both ways. There's times I came out, my car was destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mike, dealing with these out of line violent women, what's the most destruction that has been done to your car?
Man, I had egg flour and it was flour and egg yolk on my front windshield. And you know how hard that is to get off? And this was at the grocery store, right? So I had to drive home, man. And
and what makes it bad about it being at the grocery store is she might have came in the store and bought the shit and walked right out and done it.
Oh man, right.
And if it's eggs and flour and it's the bad, you just said like it's really hard to get off. She's done this before because she knew the combination.
Yeah. And it was a more than average warmer day. So like
same exact thing happened to me, bro. But it was no flour. It was just egg.
It was just the egg.
It was just the egg, and I came out the house, and I woke up Sunday morning. I'm headed to church, and my red car is not red anymore. It's covered in eggs, and it's like all over the car, bro. And you know when it's hot, and it kind of starts to like almost like peel your paint and feel like.
Yes.
And then so it's like eggs all over the car. I mean, you know, and then it was like shells too. It's like, yo, this bitch is ruthless.
Yeah. The shells too. Yo, no, I get it. Cause man, like if she would have only cracked and just left the yolk, that's a crazy just gave you straight yolk. So man, but I get you. The shells is there too, and the shells slide down into the thing at the bottom of the window, and man, that's almost impossible to get out.
But eggs are like the perfect destruction thing because it's compact. You get them in the pack. It's like a bullet, but not. It's like a living bullet. And it's kind of really awkwardly symbolic because they literally throwing little dead bodies at your car. Little dead fetuses, or I don't know how eggs work, but you know what I mean? Like, nigga.
And
it's really disrespectful to Mike because Mike's a vegetarian.
Ooh. Hey man, look, I hear you completely because there's anything else wouldn't have been that destructive. Like if they'd have threw bell peppers at the car or something,
exactly.
Like you wipe off a little green egg.
You think about when an egg is thrown. You take an egg, it's in a shell, but you throw it, and the shell is just soft enough to maybe make some damage on the car, but probably just explode and make a fucking mess. That'll happen to peel your paint and happen to be a dead chicken inside.
Amen. Also, let me tell you the kind of psychopath that uses the egg. Eggs are gentle, so they have to be gentle for the throw. Because if they too violent, they crack the egg. So for one moment, they gotta soften up to throw the egg.
With force and anger.
So it
has to be the perfect balance of gentleness and force.
Yes. And it's once they hit your car, both y'all said it happened to y'all on a hot ass day.
Yeah.
So now your car fuck around and you get hot as fuck and sack, nigga. You'll scramble eggs in your car. So now every morning you wake up, you pissed off because you smell scrambled eggs.
That too. You know what else about this? It didn't look like it was a quick job. That means they was out there for a minute doing this. That means you fearless. If you just comfortable throwing a dozen of eggs and flour on somebody's car and not worried about being identified.
In a crowded parking lot.
In a crowded parking lot.
And flour gets everywhere. Flour is like sand. Like you see that shit for days on end. It don't just go away. You wet flour up, that shit turn to bread. You got an egg sandwich on your car.
I am for sure that's not how it works, but it makes sense.
Yo.
If you wet flour, it turns into bread. I am positive that is inaccurate.
Oh, man, what if she brought the brown eggs? I'm like, bitch, you bought brown eggs to throw at my car.
Yo, that's ruthless. Yo,
only white women do that. Only white women throw brown eggs. She's fucking with that black bitch.
Brown eggs is ruthless. That's an extra $1.39.
Man,
for high do you know what you quality.
Did? Do you know what you did to cause that?
Look, man, I've never done anything. Okay, man, look. I've never done anything, man. I'm just a sweet, kind human that people feel like they can take advantage of. That's it.
I don't know. Look, BG, look. This is how much I don't know what I done. I told every woman in my life about it.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure it out. And I'm like, nah, but we like who could have done this?
Nobody did anybody ever fess up to it?
Never.
Oh, nigga, that's even more hilarious. So she's still out there. Nigga, you might still be dealing with her. That bitch crazy.
She's still at large.
She walked in the house naked 6 episodes ago.
Oh no. Yo, she's still out there. That's
it was like once she done it, she felt bad, but she couldn't fess up to it. She's like, I shouldn't have done that. This, like, she found out what she thought was real wasn't.
Oh, nigga, that's.
So she egged my car, then found out, oh, that is his cousin. Fuck.
Hey man, that happened a lot of times. I feel like a lot of times after they do it, they do feel bad, but they had to get that out of their system one way or the other. Now it could have came like that. It could have came like scratches on your arm, or you know how we are, man. I don't know. No, I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't necessarily want to fight. You know, if a woman comes trying to fight me, like I ain't gonna fight you, you know, man. But in order to stop the fight, yo, that's a very physical environment sometimes, and anyone can be hurt.
Yeah, it's hella hard to not hurt somebody when you try not to get hurt.
Yeah, right. Man,
that's hilarious, yo. Okay, wait. Speaking of fucking eggs and eggshells, nigga, this J. Cole album. Listen. So many shells make the Easter Bunny proud. Listen.
Wait, man, wait. Is this album is cracking? Oh no, you talking about a real actual reference. Oh no, man, right. You're right.
Hold on, Mike. You still ain't got to it.
No, I got to it. I know the Easter egg reference. I thought I didn't think the segue really made sense, but it really did make sense.
No, I like that this album is cracking. Yeah, this man, woo! I am thoroughly impressed, bro. I feel like this just is, you guys. Breaking news: J. Cole is a fan of Black T University, man. He clearly been listening, man. Because every time I get a chance, I'll be like, I love Cole, but I need him to switch his production up. And when fucking Killer Cam come out on the very first track, I literally was holding my steering wheel, screaming, "That's how you start a fucking album!" When that nigga, when I heard dum 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 Killer, I said, yes.
You had to check your phone to make sure you had the right album player.
It was. Here's the crazy part. I want to say I heard it. I want to say I listened to it late Sunday night because I was coming from Chocolate Sundays and that nigga had just played, and Sidekick had just played Dipset Anthem. He played one of them songs from Diplomatic Community that was just like, oh, nigga, this moment. Oh, so where's my scarves at? Oh, man. Yeah, man.
So, look, J. Cole's album is flawless. Front to back, it is flawless. And I think we're all fans of J. Cole, but not necessarily fans of the projects he puts out.
Yes.
And this is the thing. It's like, no, everybody's satisfied. His core fan base who just like whatever he puts out, they're satisfied because he did not lose any of the integrity of, you know, the hip hop and the boom bap rap and like an underground type feel is all there with like an easy listen with, oh, this shit is jamming. Like it's just not, I can do this to it. I can blindlessly just bob my head and just enjoy it. versus trying to have to decipher every line because all of the beats are so like what you call that when
Limit.
shit is
boring.
It will go
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah. So as a fan of that, to watch J. Cole put out that album while at the same time fulfill his dream of playing professional basketball. Right? Because he signed with the team in Africa. It's like, no, this is we just root for this. Everybody roots for J. Cole.
Yes.
I don't know nobody who's like, I don't like J. Cole. Except for the one chick who got mad on Twitter. No name, is that who it was?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But J. Cole is like, nigga's conscious. The nigga don't really do, like, he don't do like goofy shit for attention.
Yes.
Right.
He rap his ass off. And see, part of the problem with J. Cole, I ain't gonna call it's not a problem, but partly where I think his music suffered for what you're talking about, BT, is he's really, really good.
Yeah,
he's
that's the only reason you be upset.
But yes, that's why we be upset because he's really good. But he's really good, and that's sometimes what hinders him. Sometimes he's so good. He's like, yo, I can just do this. I can make all the beats, and I can have no features, and it's done. And it's like, yes, you can do that, but what about your fans?
Yeah, and make all the money. Because that's the other thing. You get so many points on the board when you're doing everything. It's like, I get it. But
yeah, I mean, like when he does like the I Let Nas Down song, it's like, I understand what you're saying, but fuck what Nas talking about. Like, I seen Nas in all kind of shiny suits, bro.
Hey, don't fall for that though, man. Hey man, look at this. He's sophisticated because that's a tactic. That's a humble move. That's a draw you in. Cause he know how he came out on this album. You know, man. I don't know about y'all, man, but for me, it takes 3 to 4 listens for me to really know if it's a good album or not. And I used them all, and I know how it felt. And I know that he literally came out with the something to prove mentality. And I haven't heard that from him in a while. I think he's been on the B side for a long time lately. In this one, man, I think he found a good mix of more A, a little B. And I think he's better than he's been. You know, like,
me too.
Grow as an artist, I think his flows are tighter and he's just rapping. I mean, not like so much, it's so super obvious, but he's rapping better as of just the flow in general. I thought dope ass album, man.
I always thought, like, because the comparison is always there. It's always Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Right? From a talent standpoint, I got it. From a like the music they put out standpoint, I was like, I don't know if I would have J. Cole here. I don't know if I would put Cole, Kendrick, Drake, and then put them albums in and be like, see? And be like, nah, this Cole and Drake, or they're Kendrick and Drake. And they're so different, but the quality of music is there.
You know who the oddball is? Is actually, well, no, keep going.
So with this project, it's like, oh no, put him. That's why he's with them. And one of the things that's interesting about Cole doing everything. Imagine this, right? Like the song, like the 100 Mil song. 100 Mil, I'm still on the ground. If you listen to it, it's a Drake and Future song. Literally, there's moments he sounds like Drake, but not sounds like him, but just that style. There's moments where he sounds like Future, that sound. And you know, Drake and Future make albums together. So it's like, I can imagine him hearing these kind of things and being inspired, because everybody's inspired by everybody, and say, oh, I can just do all that myself. That's what makes shit tough to be that good at stuff. It's like, why would I go get the feature when I can just do it?
But or as even outside of just being inspired, let's say I'm gonna give Cole the benefit of the doubt. Musically, it's always sounded great. Musically, like Lance, what you were saying, he goes in, you can make a beat, you can produce this, that, you can make these beautiful sonnets. It's like, no, nigga, this isn't a bad beat. This is just in the essence of hip hop and how skilled you are as rapping. This might not be where you execute the best at, right? So it's like when I hear a lot of Cole stuff, it felt like he was trying to be different. Like, I'm trying to make it sound like, oh, I'm so musical. Like it was like the albums that inspired him are like the Blueprint album or Illmatic. It's like, yeah, those songs inspire everybody, but them ain't the hits, bro. It's like, where the hits, my nigga?
Yeah, for me, he sounded more like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul type.
Yes. Yeah, agreed.
But yeah. But I don't want to get away from celebrating him and this album, because this shit is fucking flawless. And you know, for me, it's easily his best album. But
easily.
Yeah.
And I'll give you another one. I think he honestly took the note and saw what Kendrick did. Because Kendrick's first album is a little more eclectic. Kendrick's never shied away from the bangers, though. Like, even on that first album, you get, I'm in the streets. I'm like, yeah. Like, how many stadiums you got to realize before, oh, I need more of this? Because Drake can do it all. Drake has, nigga, I told Mike the other day, nigga, I heard Passion Fruit the other day. Like, I'm in Target and Passion Fruit came on. I was like, this is fucking phenomenal. Like, this is just a really, 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 really good song.
Listen.
Hey.
Then you got ritualistic.
Hey.
I think we should rule out commitment for now, because we're falling apart. Yeah.
Bloom, 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 bloom. I was like, this shit is amazing. And I'm like, this might not be in, like, if you said give me your top 20 Drake songs, it might not even, if Drake was doing the performance, I don't even know if he performs that. And it's so good. I was like, wow. So when I'm looking at Cole, I'm looking at Kendrick did 2 albums. He did the album that was clearly Outkast inspired, the second one, and then the first one, which is very West Coast. But that third album, the third damn album, is my favorite album to listen to, because it's just like, he's just, from the very beginning of the album, he's just hitting you over your head.
Yeah, it slaps.
Woo! And that's what this felt like. That's what this felt like for Cole.
I got a question, okay? So the unwritten current big three is always kind of said, where it's like Drake, Kendrick, Cole, right? And maybe I can answer my own question. Maybe it's generational. Is it a reason? And maybe clear it up, and I don't understand. As far as relevance goes, is Kanye anywhere near this?
Yeah.
Yes, but not for this generation.
Yeah. What you talking about is generational.
Okay.
I think, and it's normally, because somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it's normally not 3. It's normally 2. It's normally 2, but it feels like, I guess Drake is awkwardly like the odd man out, odd man in, because here it's normally been, okay, if you go from beginning of hip hop, it's New York, right? Then once we get West Coast, then it's like, oh, West Coast and New York. And it's just like, you could have a Biggie and Pac, you could have 2 of these things existing at the same time. But now the South is so big that it was like, oh, for a while it was the South and maybe the West Coast, and there was no New York. And J. Cole's not New York, but he's Jay-Z, a Jay, Nas, Love, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of represents that area of Jay's.
What the thing that you're talking about was something changed when things did not become as regional.
Yes.
Because J. Cole's from North Carolina.
Yes, but he always feels like a rock, but he feels like a rock nation artist to me.
Yeah. Because he's signed to New Yorkers.
Yes.
But I think so when you talk about 90s and before, everything was about repping and sounding like where you from.
Yes.
And that changed.
Except for Troy Ave. That nigga is committed.
No, I'm talking about 90s. And
no, I agree.
Oh, you talking about going forward?
That nigga Troy Ave is still committed to that. He's
Troy Ave, and then Griselda came and was like, nah, bro, this is how New York sounds. This is, I don't know what that goofy shit y'all doing is, but this is New York hip hop. And like you say, Troy Ave got to get a lot of credit for that because he was doing it. And I got an interesting thing about Troy Ave because I just don't understand why everybody hates him so much. It's like all he done was everything that y'all say he's supposed to do. But that's a whole nother conversation. And I know people is like listening and chat like, who is Troy Ave? And that's the problem. But
the nigga with the songs with the first nigga that had Ross and Jeezy on the song together? No. They had Puffy and Mace on the song. Okay, never mind. Keep going.
But because what you saying, Mike, is interesting, right? Because if Drake comes out in 2000 and when Drake come out? 05?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Later.
Yes, it had to be later because 05 is Jeezy.
Yeah.
So Drake come out in
maybe like 09.
09?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Is it 09? Because if he come out in 09, Kanye is 04.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know what I mean? So it's really different because Kanye's 04 and but Kanye's he's getting shouted out on songs in 02, 03.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's a producer. So that's why Kanye wouldn't be mentioned. Kanye Kanye always had an interesting lane though, right? It was like he's the rapper, but he's a producer rapper, but you're not gonna talk about him like because Timberland had rap albums and Alchemist puts out albums, but not like Dr. Dre is the closest one, but
that's crazy because you don't even check for Pharrell albums.
Yeah, and Pharrell was putting out rock albums too. The NERD joints. Yeah,
which had some bangers on it, as did some of the Pharrell songs. Some of the Pharrell jams are like jams, but it's like
absolutely.
Never was checking for the Pharrell album.
Kanye made it a point to say, "Yo, I am a rapper," and he separated it in a way that it was incredible the way he done that.
You know what? So Kanye's the first then.
The first what?
So, because we know, okay, obviously Kanye's credit niggas was writing and niggas be writing for Kanye, whatever. But Kanye also would make it a point to prove to you that he can rap. Kanye, mayonnaise colored binge push Miracle Whips. That's me, right? So it's like, all right, is he the first one? Because Dre never pushed that envelope. Even though we know Dre has a classic album or two, he never was like, nah, nigga, I'm a rapper. He just put out an album. And it just happened to work. But is Kanye the first producer that was huge that also had like a legacy was as big as he was a producer, he was as big as a rapper, if not bigger?
Come on, man. You from Texas. Stop playing with Pimp C. Stop playing with the pimp. Rest in peace to my nigga Chad Butler.
But did Pimp isn't all what I know.
Of course not. Yeah, of course
he's not credited as a producer. David Banner.
Yeah, well, the thing about Kanye is
so Kanye's the biggest then, I guess.
Kanye is definitely the biggest, but the thing about Kanye is
or is J. Cole?
J. Cole would be one of them too, but he just produced for us. I don't know. Does J. Cole produce for other people?
For that matter, is Eminem. Eminem be producing sometime. But like that's one of the interesting things about Cole is like, Mike, you were saying it sounds like he got better. I feel like this is where Cole excels, and we don't see him here enough.
So pretty much he was doing the same stuff. He just threw himself in other lanes.
He was James Harden in OKC. The nigga had all the skills, but wasn't in the right offense. This production is where he shines. So it's just like the nigga needed to meet Mike D'Antoni. Because every time I hear him on this kind of production, it sounds like the nigga on this album.
But you know what? Cole also does not strike me as someone who's going to stay in this for the next album. It sounds like, yo, man, you love him right now. And then the next thing he drops is going to be back to, I don't know, man, some guy he know from Dreamville. That,
I hate everybody.
And I know he'll just come back and do something like the consistency will probably not be there.
He be fighting it because when he came out, this is where he was. Can't get enough. I'm about to blow up. These are like, this is the Cole that I fell in love with. It's like, nah, nigga, hard 808s. Like as a nigga that's a fan of hip hop, I have to trust you on certain things. Like the reason I always go buy a T.I. album is because I trust Tip's ear. I just trust your ear, bro. I just trust when Tip's like, no, this shit gonna jam. I know you're gonna deliver lyrically, and the shit gonna be jamming. 2 Chainz, you nigga, take the money, bro. It's never 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz' last album is fucking phenomenal, and I just like, he just get it, bro. He just
2 Chainz, one of the best features in rap too.
Yeah, man, it's fun. 2 Chainz is just fun.
It's fun. 2 Chainz is a good time. It's like, yo, I should sell dope too. This don't sound dangerous at all.
Hey, man, I think 2 Chainz is on that. The features is so hard because it's some form of presence. It's just heavy. But, man, I think that's similar to how I feel about Luda. Luda's a great feature to me because he just come in huge.
Talk about it, BT.
No, this J. Cole album is.
But y'all who don't know, BT is a huge Ludacris fan. Nothing he enjoys more than a good Chris Bridges rap.
Man, it's so weird, bro. Because I don't know where this energy is coming from. I appreciate Luda at such high extent, and then sometimes I'm just like. I love Splash. I love Fat Rabbit. I was all in, bro.
Hey, man.
J. Cole, though.
Hey, man, look, I know it's J. Cole Day, but before this came out, you know the album I've been rocking with for probably the last month on some, because I saw the Faculty had threw out Griselda a little bit. Mm-hmm. Benny the Butcher's album, man, that's just my type of rap, man.
Now, which one? Because are you talking about Plugs I Met Too?
Damn it. You know me, man. I don't be knowing titles like that. I'm talking.
Are you talking about Burden of Proof?
Burden of Proof.
Burden of Proof is incredible.
It is a slapper. And man, he's speaking from a dude that got the bread, but he's still trying to get there. I love that. I love that world of, you know, man, it's like, it's New York filling bars. What's
it called? What's the album called?
Burden of Proof. So BT, we was in the car and I feel like you just put on Benny the Butcher and just pressed, like it was like, you know how Tidal or Apple will have like just songs. Yeah. And then the song with him and Gibbs came on. You was like, oh yeah, that's my shit. You had never heard it. You was like, yeah, I like it. But you kept playing that song. You never went to the next.
Oh, that must be okay. Is that off the same album?
Yes, that's that album.
Okay, wait. Explain Griselda to me. There's one of the niggas you've had this conversation with me before. Explain the Griselda breakdown to me.
So Griselda, and I'm going to explain Griselda the same way I would explain early G Unit or Rockefeller.
Okay.
It's 50 Banks and Yayo. I don't know about these new niggas coming in. I'm talking about 50 Banks and Yayo.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, and Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
Because they all now Conway has drum roll and he has his artist, and Benny has BSF and they got their artists, and bro, I'm talking about West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, and Conway the Machine. Niggas from Buffalo. So if I could explain it, West Side Gun is like the brains of the operation, right? He's the worst lyrically, but honestly, he probably puts out the best albums. I don't know how this works.
Gotcha. Saving all the good beat for himself.
But he don't produce.
Gotcha. But he talking to everybody like, no, we'll put one of these on there.
And they and they usually work with like a producer named Derringer or like Alchemist, Havoc, a lot of those type of mob deepish, gritty New York beats. West Side Gun is big on wrestling and ad libs.
Okay.
Right? Conway, that's the one with Bell's palsy, got shot up. His face is twisted. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it happened?
He got shot. He got shot in the neck and somewhere else and something. And that's
Wow.
Got you.
And Conway is just rapidy rap.
No. You already said that. Oh no, you still on Conway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conway's rapid like bars, right?
I see this freestyle. He's nasty.
Yeah. And then you got Benny the Butcher, who is probably at this point has become the biggest star out of the three.
Okay.
Just by I think that's by virtue of I think that happened 3 albums ago when he made The Plugs I Met one, the first one. And I think a lot of the attention from that was the I don't know why I can't think right now, but he had the song with Black Thought. It was like the first song on the album.
Okay.
And you see him and Black Thought go bar for bar. And it's like, yo, but he's like an incredible storyteller too, like vivid storyteller. Like, you know, you hear some people be like, yo, I really believe that he done all these things because it sounds very
right.
It sounds really from a place.
Got you. So and he's the flashy drug dealer chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, be talking about the chicks too. Okay. Yes.
Hey man, I'm telling you,
song I was playing.
The whole album.
Yeah.
Woo.
So I'm assuming, Mike, you haven't heard his latest album.
So man, this is what I want to know. Why I got you here? Which album do I need to look? I've only done Burden of Proof and a little bit of Griselda. I don't want to do Griselda. Which album do I need to listen to next?
You talking about from Benny or from Griselda?
From Benny.
Oh, you just on Benny right now. So I would listen. I would listen to, if you love Burden of Proof, then go listen to The Plugs I Met, the first one. So it's just called Plugs, The Plugs I Met.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Okay. That right there.
Got you.
Flawless.
Really?
Yes.
Yo, I'm looking forward to it.
These niggas put out a lot of music.
They put out a lot, and that was another thing about them, is they put out tons of music. Tons of music.
Fuck, nigga.
And
nigga, I ain't been to the studio in nigga 4 months. I'm gonna do like 4 or 5 songs. Bro, I ain't got time, nigga. There's a lot of music.
And then I would listen to Tana Talk 3.
10 of Talk?
Tana Talk.
Tana Talk.
Like,
hey, yo, you also telling me there's an album after Burden of Proof?
Yes. Plugs I Met too.
Yo, this is crazy.
I wasn't as into Plugs I Met too. It had a few moments, but Because so Burden of Proof is 100% produced by Hit Boy. Similar to Nas's King's Disease is 100% produced by Hit Boy. So the Plugs I Met Too is 100% produced by Harry Fraud. You know Harry Fraud?
No. I know Hit Boy.
Okay, so Harry Fraud, the last two albums I heard from Harry Fraud fully produced, he done Jim Jones album, which is fire. And then he done a Larry June album, which is fire. Are y'all up on Larry June yet?
Yeah.
Who is that? The nigga from the Bay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nigga, what's it was just last night when we were leaving the party. G King kept saying Larry June, and I was like, "What is a Larry June, nigga?"
That nigga's not, and he ain't crazy lyrical. He's just a cool ass player. Like it's just some player ass music. Like I'm trying to think of bars from him, but it's just all his bars is like, stop tripping on a bitch. Like nigga, drink some orange juice. like I'm about to go take a walk and ride my bike. You niggas goofy. Like it's just serious player music. Like that's the only way I can describe it. It's like, no, this nigga's a real life player and ain't no goofy shit going on. It's like, hey man.
I like it. While we was talking about goofy shit, man, listen. Kwame Brown, bro. I was thoroughly entertained. And then two things threw me off. Number one, this nigga don't understand the term he chose violence. He just don't. He is going back and forth with somebody over vernacular he don't understand. He just is. It is confusing him.
Hold. Oh no, go ahead.
Did you see that?
You talking about the Charlemagne thing?
No, before that, I'm talking about the Jamel Hill thing.
I seen him talking about Jamel Hill. I didn't hear what she said.
All she said was, let me go back and check my tweets and make sure I didn't say nothing crazy about Kwame Brown. He chose violence today.
And he didn't get the slang.
He didn't get it. He kept saying, what do you mean as a black man that I choosing violence? See, you a code switcher. And then she went in the comments and she was like, no, chose violence is just a term that people use. I don't want these problems. He's like, what do you mean you don't want these problems? So you trying to say I'm a problem? See, fuck all y'all. I was like, oh, he's just not. Okay, all right.
He's just a little disconnected, man. Think about this.
That
This
is
dude
funny.
He been quiet for 20 years while everybody was like, yo, Kwame Brown is terrible.
Yeah.
Man. Like out the gate. And Gil, man, he just threw it. I mean, he just told the story. I think it was them who was chiming in and saying stuff like, it was only Paul Gasol. That was the only trade.
So, and then that was the other thing. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Lance. Matt Barnes didn't even really say anything.
Not that time.
Okay.
There was two. There was the Jeannie Buss episode. You watched that, or you haven't watched that?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Yo, y'all heard Laker Nation? Y'all heard that? This supposed to be your boy. This is him right here. They got Jeannie Buss giving history of the franchise, and he ain't tuned in.
I watch it. I watch it right now.
So yeah, when Jeannie Buss was talking, they was like, basically, it was like you traded Kwame Brown for or you got Paul Gasol for Mark Gasol. And she was like, Kwame Brown was in that too. She was like, nah, for Mark Gasol. But they was basically like, nah.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And Matt Barnes was in on that part. And this is my thing about Kwame, right? First off, Kwame ain't said a lie yet. He said his opinion, but he ain't said nothing that was like I did not see the Jamel Hill thing. I seen him responding to Jamel Hill, but I had no idea why he was responding to Jamel Hill.
Nigga, nobody does. She's still confused. She went in the comments of the response and said, I don't want this smoke. And he was like, so now it's about smoke. Why I gotta be on this like, you a code switcher hanging with those white boys. Kwame Brown talked like he still got a pager.
No, Kwame Brown talks exactly like Judge Joe Brown.
Yeah, nigga.
That's why I like him.
Here was my issue though. You saw Matt Barnes say, hey, bro, you grew you a little following. You got a lot to say. Come on the podcast. If we need to fight it out before, during, or after, that's cool. But if not, just come on, speak your piece. I understand you not wanting to go. The moment you start saying you don't want to fight, I was like, what the fuck you talking all this shit for, nigga? It's like,
did he say he don't want to fight?
Yeah, he was like, I don't want to fight, nigga. You Matt Barnes, you probably still heard about Dan Fisher. I just want to punch a little bit. You fuck around, beat me up. I'm like, the fuck, nigga? Come on, just don't break the barrier, bro. I was entertained to you. Oh,
yo, man, Kwame, man. Even though Matt Barnes meant that, I think Kwame's taking everything literally. So everything. Every slang thing, he's taking everything literal, and I don't think that part he understands. Like that, you don't say that you don't want to fight, because how often does it really ever happen? You know what I mean?
With Matt Barnes,
well,
not anymore.
And the thing about Matt Barnes, I don't know Matt Barnes to be in a bunch of fights. I don't know of any. I know that nigga like has that reputation. I don't know about a bunch of Matt Barnes scuffles. I'm sure they exist, but the thing that's interesting is because you see him talking about Charlemagne.
I saw what Charlemagne said. I haven't seen his rebuttal. For those that are not keeping up, Charlemagne basically said, "Leave this nigga alone. He got shit going on in his family." That is like, he's this nigga, somebody buried somebody alive, somebody else killed somebody. It was a lot.
That nigga was highly upset by that.
Yeah. And
I understand why. It's like, nigga, what are you talking about? Cause see now this is how shit works. And so you have to point out that one, all the smoke shit is under Charlemagne's black podcast.
Yeah.
Black Effect.
Yeah, the show's on Showtime, but they start using the podcast audio for the Black Effect Network. Yes.
For the Black Effect Network. Right. So you got this guy saying we can fight, right? Then you got this guy saying
don't fight him, his family's violent.
Don't fight him, his family's violent, his dad's a murderer, his brother's a murderer.
Yeah.
You paint this crazy narrative of this dude.
It was aggressive.
Who literally was just minding his fucking business. And he got to keep hearing, and then he responds to it. And I don't want to, like, you can do what you want to do. I don't want to go on your fucking podcast, nigga. You niggas already been too disrespectful. I don't want to go on. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to weekend box. I don't want to do that goofy shit. No, I'm going to just keep talking shit on my YouTube the same way y'all be talking shit on y'all YouTube, and then we'll just let the fans figure it out.
And that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I get it. And
I wish the nigga would have said that, because that's hilarious.
The thing about Kwame is when you hear him talk, when you get through all of him saying punk motherfucker, stupid ass bitch, if you listen to what he's saying, this nigga's actually fucking intelligent. He's like, the shit he's saying is actually kind of brilliant. Whether you agree with it or not, he has a point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can always respect the nigga with a point of view. Even the idea of, the shit Charlemagne said, a dumb person's gonna look at that and say, yeah, nigga, he right. Don't fucking play with me. But he like, bro, don't paint this fucking narrative of me as a crazy, unhinged black man who might snap at any moment. The same way.
That's the narrative for sure.
That's the narrative. And you know that because when Jamel Hill said he chose violence, he like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? I chose
Bro, let me tell you something. This nigga not understanding I chose violence is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. He legit just don't understand the term. He like, even when she was like, no, she said, I don't want these problems. She literally, nigga, wait a minute, man. Hold on. Wait a minute.
That is extremely funny.
Nigga.
Yo, man, but respect him for being somebody that apparently wasn't on, he just wasn't around, man. He wasn't on social media. He wasn't all in the cameras for all this time. You probably
wasn't trying to be all in the videos.
Dancing, you know, he didn't. Hey, man, after a while, you get tired of hearing people call you a buzz, tell you what you wasn't, you know,
So look at this.
He missed some things.
I think this nigga lost some money in Dogecoin. I think that's why he started tripping like this.
So look, hey, put this together, right?
You serious?
Are you trying to find something, BT?
I'm gonna keep going. I want to find Jamel Hill's exact response, so I'm not misquoting her. But keep going.
So put this together, right?
Dogecoin.
Kwame is the first ever high school player drafted number 1. The first one ever.
Okay.
He gets drafted by the Wizards, who are ran by player owner Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Who was a known crazy person when it comes to competition.
I found it.
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna continue. Go ahead.
This nigga said, Jamel Hill, you lied on me. See you over on my YouTube. You're on deck. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. And then Jamel said, LMAO, ... which clearly this nigga don't know what LMAO is. He said, and then she said, I said you chose in capital letters violence. Not that you were violent, just an expression. I don't want none of these problems. Crying, laughing face. And this nigga was like, why you crying now? Now I'm abusing women. Cause you chose a LMLO. Nigga, what is LMLO? See, I ain't with all this fucking bullshit. I was like,
hey, and I'm gonna tell you something else about what Kwame Brown is saying. He has a disdain for all of these people. See, and this is what I mean by the Judge Joe Brown shit. When you hear him talk, he's clearly, because he been saying a lot of shit about Black Lives Matter. He been saying shit about what he's calling these niggas gatekeepers of chaos. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, you niggas just stir up fucking chaos and drama. He's talking about the Stephen A. Smiths and Jamel Hills and Charlemagne's. You know what I mean? What he's saying to him is much deeper than, oh, they told me I'm a bust. It's like, no, nigga, y'all be hiding behind Black while disrespecting Black. And that is another conversation in and of itself for anyone to decipher however they want to decipher that. You know, like when he started when he started talking about Charlemagne, and you know, Charlemagne, I don't know all the details, I don't pay attention to all that stuff, but Charlemagne, I guess, has some kind of rape allegation or something come up, right? And he's like, talk about that. Don't talk about my family's alleged history. Talk about your shit.
So yeah. Okay. Yes. Everybody that's outside of the news media is fine. The interesting thing is now players have voices, so they can voice how they feel, right? Everybody has a platform and a voice. Now it ain't just one side talking. But there's something lost in the perception of players, in the essence of like how media works. Something's not good unless people are talking about it or make it worthy of talking about it. That might be a bad terminology, because that doesn't mean it's not good or bad, but it might not be profitably important until there's media attention on it. it's kind of one of the things is like they come and go. Like we're like a lot of players, not just Kwame Brown, but current players, past players, like these people shouldn't be saying shit about so and so. It's like, well, if nobody's talking about it, did it happen? Like, if y'all might as well just play in the court with no fans, nigga. If you don't want us to have no opinions on how we feel about what you should or shouldn't have did.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I don't ever, we don't always agree with Stephen A. Smith for so on and so forth, but the reason last night's game when the Lakers won, I thought I wasn't gonna bring that up this whole episode. I did. With the Lakers winning is because of the different swirling narratives that make it hilarious, even if LeBron's writing his own.
LeBron is hilarious. To me, man, I guess I forgot how funny Braun was, man.
Didn't even see.
Yo. It was like 3 rims, like I was just like shoot at the middle one.
Yo, a nigga got hit and laid on the ground as if he had been shot by 6 people.
Trying to get that flagrant. I said, this nigga ready for this Space Jam, nigga. They ain't gonna get an Oscar next movie.
If that nigga's acting is like that in Space Jam, this nigga is Daniel Day-Lewis, nigga. This nigga is one of the best of our generation. This nigga laid this nigga start doing this.
Oh man,
they was putting eye drops in this nigga eye.
It looked like he was crying.
Like, bro, let this nigga shoot the shot, a great shot from range. Feet wasn't set, nigga was off balance. That nigga's just like that.
Yeah.
In Steph's face, which makes it colder because that's what he do to people.
Yeah.
That's what he do to people. He's like, wow, right?
Bro, if you look at Steph's face when he hit that shot,
right.
And nigga Brown running down court like, I can't see.
I ain't even see the shot I just took.
If you can't see, then why were you calling for the ball?
he was definitely calling for the ball. And it's funny because he's been working on that jumper for 2 seasons now. On that shot, like on that range, that shot, just trying to extend his range out to extend his career probably. But nigga, all the extras in the after, I can't see.
Before it, he was like, did it go in, y'all? Because I can't even see that far. But
it ain't about us, Mike. It's not about us. It's your great grandkids that'll be like, LeBron James is one of the best. I remember. Look at this shot. He couldn't even see. He says it. I couldn't even see, nigga. I can't even see. That shit is hilarious.
Hey man, does that put him as the GOAT now? Making a shot with blind?
I mean, flu is cool, but I can't even see. Did the flu even really happen? Are we sure?
They say it was food poisoning.
I heard it was a hangover.
Yeah. Let me tell you what I do know. Kobe really tore his Achilles. I'll tell you that.
But Kobe did shoot the free throws with a torn Achilles. But when he shot the free throws, that nigga could see.
He could see. I can't even see. Steph, he told Steph, I can't even see.
Now, y'all know 3 years ago.
He does sign language. He can't hear either.
3 years ago, Steph had LASIK.
Wow.
So that means his first 8 years.
He can't even see.
He couldn't see.
I can't even see.
Amen. The only thing right now we got, Michael Jordan shot free throws with his eyes closed.
He can't even see.
See. Majumbo! Shoot your free throws with my eyes closed. I won't be able to see.
ABD.